Hello viewers, welcome once again to Josiah Agro TV. If this is your first time watching my video, my name is Josiah Adoga, and all I do here is about agriculture. I post agricultural content. I am also a goat farmer and I'm a goat marketer as well. So if you are in any part of Nigeria and you want goats, you can contact me. So today for this video, I'll be telling you about two things that have been killing your goats in Nigeria. I would have said Africa, but let me bring it down to Nigeria. Two things that have been killing your goat in Nigeria. You know, I decided to do this video because a lot of people have been calling me to say I would have loved to go into goat farming, but goats don't do well in some parts of Nigeria. Specifically, some coming from the south and say the goats in the north, all these hybrid goats don't do well in the south because of too much of rainfall and other climatic conditions. While others will come from the east to tell me that goats from the north don't do well in the east because of the same climatic condition. Now, the question I want to throw out to you is that what about Europe? Are there no good farmers in Europe? Check their climatic condition. Now, in Europe, you can discover that sometimes the temperature go as low as 2 degrees Celsius. It even goes down to the extent that you see that lakes and ponds begin to ice and people can even skate on them. Check that kind of environment, yet they still have good farmers in Europe. Then what about Africa, where we don't have such climatic conditions? We don't have those kind of environment. We have the perfect environment for agriculture, yet you're saying a particular goat don't do well. So how come people are bringing Kalahari goats, bringing the savannas, bringing the Boer goats from South Africa into Nigeria, into Uganda, into Ghana, and they are doing very well? That is what will bring me to my number one point. What is killing goats in Nigeria? Number one is poor management. Poor management. Most people in the south and in the let me say east, they don't have this, and even in the west, they don't have this mindset of how to keep goats. They just look at it and say, "Oh, this is just a goat. It can go. I can keep it anywhere I want to keep it," and that's the issue they are having. A goat pen is supposed to be well aerated. You don't put a goat in a place where it is not conducive for it and expect it to thrive. Now, some people will say, then how come our West African dwarf goats that we have are doing well in this part of the country? That is simple. It's not the same thing as you bringing a rich man child into a poor man's home and expect that child to sip gari or eat some of the local food and grow big or to do very well. It is not possible. The West African dwarf are like the local goat. They are like the poor man's child. While some of these hybrids, like the Savannah, the Boer, the Sahelian goat, the Sokoto red, are like the rich man children. Here in the north, they feed them with different things entirely. They feed them with different things entirely. Most times they give them dry grass, they give them hay. Then now you're bringing those goats to the south and you're feeding them with fresh grass and allowing them to roam about just like that. They are not even used to the environment. You don't even care, and you expect them to do very well. They won't do well. So number one thing is lack of management. If you are able to understand and learn about goat farming very well, if you learn about goat farming very well, then keep them in a good place, make sure their house is well clean. This goat can thrive in any part of Nigeria. My second thing that have been killing your goat is your veterinary doctor. Yes, your veterinary doctor. Now, most people don't even care about the veterinary doctor. Anybody can just come and tell you he's a veterinary doctor and you allow them to vaccinate your goat without even checking what kind of veterinary doctors they are. Now, that brings me to what happened, the experience I had the last time I went home to check on my goats. Most of you who have been following this channel, you know that my goat, I have a goat farm in Cross River State, Nigeria. Now, I went back home and the veterinary doctor that normally vaccinates my goat wasn't around. So I have to call somebody else to come and vaccinate my goats. I asked around and they told me there is a good veterinary doctor around. And I said, fine. when I sent for the veterinary doctor, he came quite alright with a lot of drugs, and I was happy. Now I was going inside to bring the goat out, and what I found out was he removed his syringe and was trying to bring out to pipette the medication that he wants to give to my goats, and I discovered that that syringe have been used before. He has used that syringe in another farm before bringing it to my farm to vaccinate my goats, which is totally unacceptable. I told him, no, don't you have a new syringe? And I later found out that he doesn't have new syringe. He will vaccinate with a particular syringe in the farm, then take that syringe to another farm to still vaccinate other goats, thereby transmitting the disease from one farm to another. That is one thing I discovered. Then now, even when I came out and I was still trying to check, I discovered that the drug he came with, the medication he came with, the containers have all been scratched. I don't know his reason for doing that. Maybe he don't want people to see the name of the medication he is using to treat, so that maybe they will not copy or try to go and buy those medication. I don't know what is his aim, but for me, I just wanted to see if those medication are not expired. So all of those things you need to check. And when I tried to talk to him, where are the names of this medication? It's not even showing. I can't even see the expiry date. He became offended, and later on, I allowed him to go. So that is one thing. You have to check the kind of veterinary doctor you're using. You hear people say this particular goat don't do well in this part of the country. Some of them are using the same veterinary doctor, and this veterinary doctor are administering wrong medications to those goats. And when you discover that those goats in that particular area, most of them will die. So those are the two major things that are killing goats in Nigeria. There are other factors, but these are the two factors that have picked points to let you know. You have to check your goat to check that your goat house is well clean. Make sure there's good management, and also make sure you check the kind of vet that is treating your goats. So these are just the point that I want to bring. If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, please do so right now. Turn on the notification bell, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell so that you don't miss out on any of my episodes. I bring to you goat health, animal health, to make sure that you strive in your goat farming endeavor. Thank you very much for watching this video. Once again, my name is Josiah Adoga. See you in the next episode.